I chased him down into an area with moving platforms that I didn't know were moving, so obviously I died. Big fucking shock, then, that I am a bit bitter I didn't get checkpointed there after I breathed fire on him. Okay. I would say... You know what? I would love to say slow down and take my time with this next bit. I can't. Because the only mechanic appears to be running. Out of everything we did in this game, the one thing they were like, this is what the player wants more of for the boss fight. Running. What are dragons known for? Running. Checks out. Ship the game. We're done. Let's have a rap party. And, you know, I've been ignoring the flying levels. They could have made it have a flying section. I wouldn't have been happy about it, but at least, you know, it's like, you're a dragon. You fly. It's what you do. And I've been like, yeah, that's fair. And don't have that be the whole fight or anything, but, you know... A period of the fight could have been spent up in the air, flying around. Give an orc a jetpack or a giant robot, I don't know. My point is, you had a lot of opportunity here to make this better. I hate that turn! And you didn't! Of course it's game over! Oh, you know what matters that? No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. Because what's it gonna do? Dump me back out onto the main world? Oh, no. All that progress I made in Nasty Nork's level's gonna go away. Oh, what a shame. And here I was happy with the progress I made. Fucking... Cannot wait to be done with this game. Cannot wait. It's gonna happen today. I'm not done. I refuse to come back and play this again. If I quit now, I'm never touching this game again. Because it'll be like, I really want to play Spyro 2, but I never got around to beating Spyro 1. I shouldn't really just leave, especially since I recorded it, I shouldn't just leave Spyro 1 unrecorded. And then the other part of my brain, the sensible part, is going to be like, that game sucks. Well, not that game sucks, but that boss fight at the end sucks. And you're like, you're right, brain. I don't want to do that. There's things I'd rather be doing. Right now I'm committed, so, you know, I have to stay around and I have to beat this. But if I stop here, I'm never doing it again. And even if I do come back and do this, that's going to be, what, you know, 30 minutes at most? And then I have to start Spyro 2, and my experience with that's going to be marred because I'm bitter and angry because this boss fight sucks so much, and now I have to play Spyro 2, a probably much better game. Whereas if I do this now, I can come back, cool down for a bit. Start Spyro 2 fresh and happy. I'm good at that part, at least. I'm with Nasty Nork. I'm glad he turned all the dragons to stone. Meant I don't have to interact with them in their bad, bad boss fight game parts. This is also, very interestingly, the worst boss in the entire game. The final boss, the one we've been building to. He was in the opening cutscene, the only cutscene. And he's just the worst boss in the entire game. The fucking sheep on stilts was better than this. Because he didn't make me do parkour. I also do not trust that curve. I absolutely refuse to run on that curve. I don't trust it. I feel like I'm going to die when I do it. Besides, I probably got it. Yeah, I got it. I cannot dilly-dally. I dilly-dally! I hate the run mechanic so much! Should we have it run where the player is looking and, you know, the one in control who would want them to go in that direction? Or we should have them run where the dragon's looking, which can pretty much vary as to where the player's thumb last left him. Oh, you should definitely make it the dragon. That makes the most sense, really. Could have improved that! That mechanic is shit. I don't care what your argument is for, oh, they preserved the original mechanics of the game. That mechanic is shit, was shit, and will always be shit. Even on 1998 control, that was shit. I didn't play this game, I can already guarantee. If I go back and play it, it'll be shit. Unless they added that for this version, which is mind-boggling. Because then the original is significantly better than this. But it's so pretty. I don't fucking care. Graphics are the least important thing in a video game. Its story and characters are probably the most important, followed by its mechanics and whether or not it's actually a fun game. Graphics are a very distant third. The game can look real pretty and still be bullshit. The Order 1886 or whatever. That game where you fight werewolves in London? Yeah, who remembers that? No one. Game looked very nice. It was an extremely pretty game. Story and characters sucked. There's a reason nobody plays that game anymore. It's because the story and characters sucked. Deadly Premonition. Oh yeah, that cult following of it. Yeah, it's a real... Everyone loves that. Yeah, the characters are, you know, interesting. It's got a cult following. It looks like shit. Graphically, that game's a mess. But you know what? The story and characters are great, and that's why people stick around with it. Gameplay's even... I'll even say the gameplay is bad on that game. The story and characters, fantastic. It's got a cult following for a reason. You know what doesn't have a cult following? The Order 1886. Games that decided looking pretty was the most important thing are usually forgotten about. In Spyro 1, that wasn't the case. In the Reignited trilogy, it feels like that was the case in Spyro 1. We wanted to look pretty. And it does, I admit. I'll be the first to admit, the game looks very pretty. I just feel like nothing is being accomplished. No dilly-dallying. No running either, apparently. Alright, I got there in the end. Yeah, fuck you, buddy. Oh, good. 2 hits and he's dead. Okay. I got a cutscene. Oh, I can actually fly now. That won't carry over to the next game.
Almost forgot about you guys.
What about Ganasty Ganork?
Nasty Nork is toast.
So now there's order again in the Dragon Kingdom?
Well, mostly. I've still got some treasure to find.
What will you do next?
I'd say the sky's the limit.
I think it gets a single clap. Okay. I beat the game. Oh, look at Spyro. There he is with his best buddy, Doug, who is a carpenter, maybe. And he's helping? Ah, yes, and of course, there he is with Doug cooking. Because, you know, that one dragon we saw with a cook, we really established his character, you know, his motivations and backstory and the flaws that exist within him. Fuck, we didn't even do that for Spyro, man. Motivation, alright, fair. Backstory, you can kind of glean he's a dragon. But flaws as a character? Can't fly. That's about it. Oh, there they are, rocking out, jamming. That was Thomas, which I only know because we freed him like 40 minutes ago, or whenever I started this dumb thing. I didn't like this game. It's an okay game. It's not for me, because I didn't play it as a child. As a child, I probably would have really loved this game. But I didn't have that many games as a kid. I know I watched my sister play the Spyro, and I loved watching her play them. They were very pretty to look at. They're still pretty to look at. It was a very pretty game. There's nothing here other than the gameplay, which isn't great. There's just nothing in this game. The gameplay is meh. It's really not. I wouldn't even call it okay. It's barely adequate. And there's no story or characters, so at the end, this is like, eh. And I get that a lot of people's nostalgia, this is, you know, fantastic, but I don't have that nostalgia boner. So from a newcomer coming in, this wasn't that great. It's a very weak game. And I mean, this is interesting. The little illustrations here are kind of cool. I don't know what the fuck he's doing or who that is. Is he painting? Was he making clay? Did he break something he shouldn't have? Is the gold dragon asleep? Is he judging him? Is he angry? Is he amused? Is that thing he broke important? Is it valuable? I don't know. Eh. Well, oh hey, they sculpted a Nathan. To say, oh Zoe, her fucking name was Zoe the whole time. I didn't know that. Zoe, there you go. Name is Zoe. His says Spyrocles. All right, yeah, fair enough. It's actually not a bad sculpture, all things considered. He did a pretty good job. And he broke the arm off Zoe because he was so stricken by Spyrocles with his sweet shades. So yeah, not great. Not very impressed with Spyro's first outing. The car washing. He's tattooing. Duh. Harry Butler. Yeah, this is Moses Hood. I thought that said Moose Hood. This is a not great game. I'm sure 2 and 3 will be better, and fuck, I imagine I'll have fun. Hunter exists. Fucking, I think there's a pixie lady that exists. Moneybag exists. Ripto exists, and he has fucking lines. I remember a cutscene in one of them where, like, a boss gets stuck in a doorway. There's humor there. There's a fucking cutscene, and it wasn't just at the beginning or end of the game. That was, you know, fucking content. Actually have a story to look at, you know, and experience, not just this. I mean, I don't even get what he's doing, man. He's clearly sheepish, and the dragon's looking back like, what the fuck's he doing? He's reading a book on flight. You're clearly like some sort of researcher. Is this not something vaguely worth paying? I don't fucking... Look, I've run out of stuff to say, alright? I don't like the game. It's just... I'm not gonna like the game no matter what you say. It's just not for me. I'm sure people like the game, you know? You're allowed to like the game. My opinion doesn't matter, ultimately. If you like the game, you like the game. No, Spyro's doing what I'm doing right now. And now he's in a cupcake and ruining a perfectly good dessert. This is the rest of the episode. Unless there's something at the end, it's just... Can I skip these? Should check that. Yeah, I can. Cool. Sweet. Because I don't care. The adventure continues. Yeah, you bet it does. And Spyro 2. You know what? Let's psych myself up. Let's see the opening cutscene of Spyro 2. Round us out at like 2 hours here, probably. That I've been at this, I mean. Okay.
Nasty's ancient history now. So, what's in there?
I believe this is Nasty's treasure hoard. But the gate will only open if you have found everything in the Dragon Kingdom. Come back when you have reached 100%.
Well, I found all the dragons. That was fun. Boy, what an ending. Oh, wow, look, Ripto's Rage, and then Year... Okay, Year of the Dragons, the other one, alright. Ripto's Rage, Spyro. But why is that? Even the game seemed like it was in a hurry to get out of that first one. That was the quickest loading screen. World of the Dragons, alright, psych me up here. Let's go. Opening cutscene. Let's get some plot, let's get some story, let's get some goddamn characters. You know, give me something, game. You gotta give me that. You owe me that. Okay, it's raining. I love it.
Is this rain ever gonna stop? I've forgotten what the sun looks like. We should go on vacation. Somewhere warm. Somewhere sunny. Dragon Shores, yeah! I haven't been there since we kicked Nasty Nork's butt. How about it, Sparks? You up for a vacation at the beach? Last one there's a Nork!
I don't think we actually went to Dragon Shores anymore. But you know, alright. He wants to go on vacation. Took him a while to think of this place, even though the game was right there, but sure. Sunny beaches. Now, look at this. Fucking other things?
Just a few more adjustments to these orbs and...
Maybe this isn't such a good idea. Bringing a dragon here could just make Ripto more angry.
Calm down, Hunter, and stop fidgeting.
But you saw the professor's book. They have claws like this, and teeth like this, and they can spit fire like this. They sound much more dangerous than Ripto.
That's exactly the point. A dragon is our only chance of stopping Ripto, and you know it.
It's working! It's working! I've got a dragon! Huh? Whoa! Rough landing. Hi, which way's the beach? Hey, stop staring. Haven't you guys ever seen a dragon before?
Dragon?
You got a problem with that pussycat?
Well. Someone forgot to invite me to the party. Were you trying to keep something from me? A dragon? You brought a dragon to Avalar? I hate dragons. Yeah! Crush! Kill it! Kill it! Go, you imbecile! You ate my scepter! I'll deal with you later!
Who was that jerk?
That was Ripto, and we have to get rid of him. He's causing all sorts of trouble around here, but I haven't got time to explain. Here, take this magic guide to Avalar. It'll help you begin to understand our worlds. Right now, I have to follow Ripto and see what he's up to. I'll meet you in Summer Forest, okay?
Hey, wait a minute! How do we get ourselves into these messes, pal?
This is already 1,000 times better. We have a bad guy. He has minions with names. There's fucking other character. Look at this! This is significantly more interesting. I mean, I don't know how I started. I guess maybe the portal was there. But I mean, God, look, is this a friend? Is this an enemy? It's Pogo, the gem cutter.
Unfortunately for us, a mob of lizards just showed up and started stealing all of our gems. Can you stop them?
Alright, it's lizards this time instead of Norks, but fucking... Look at these guys look shady. They're stealing gems. Look at this place. This feels already different. Like, there's more life here. God, there's, like, allies. There's Hunter and whatever that furry bait game was. This is fucking... I'm looking forward to this. And I like that the game is with me. You know, remember that first game? God, it sucked shit, didn't it? Okay, so we're in a completely different world where we have to deal with literally none of the previous game. And go. It's like, thank Christ. Oh, that's a nice detail. When I sneeze, they have ferns around me. That is an excellent detail. But yeah, they're like, nah, just forget the old world existed. It doesn't matter. We're not doing that anymore. Okay, go. God. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be a good time. I can already tell I'm going to like this. So, when we come back, no more of whatever the fuck that last game was.